What's up, traders? 5 total trades today. Let's get to it. All right, traders. So, not going to do the live trades today. Another boring day of trades, to be completely honest. I am going to edit in one thing, though, which is on this VXRT trade. This candle right here, I'm going to show you why I didn't actually end up taking any off, and it's my fault for maybe not having any orders out there. But at the same time, basically it just happened really fast, and I just didn't really get a chance, especially because I was looking to enter some other trades. And yeah, it was unfortunate because this trade is what kind of ended up making our day kind of meh. But real quick, Discord down in the description below. It's free as always. Just like I was live on YouTube, I still am pretty much live on the mic. Not completely, but I do talk back and forth with Devin and Thomas and the other people that are in there. So if you want to come join us in there, again, link down in the description below. So the one other thing, just want to let you guys know, you'll notice that my account number is now a bunch of stars. It was brought to my attention that, I keep kind of showing it, and I don't really want to keep showing it just because we're in a big boy account now, and I just don't want to take the chance. But I want to show you and be upfront with you guys, as I always am, that within DOS right now, I put it down here. You can see my mouse kind of going over it. I can't move it over anymore because it will show you the actual account numbers. But this is the training account, and if I go to try to change it to the asterisk, you will see that this pops up. You cannot add alias to training account. Now, if I go to the main account, which you can see it switched over, you can see I'm going down to here, which as you guys can see, I always changed it so when I was trading, it would be green if it was real and red if it was demo anyway, and you can kind of see that that's the case here. So I still have red as the demo. I'll do it one more time just to show you guys. As you can see, cannot add alias to training account. But if I go down to the real account, you'll see I'll just add some more to this, and I will hit save, and nothing happens. But I would actually have to refresh my, well, here, let's just do it. So let's hit OK. I'll refresh, and so take a look at how many stars there are now. It should make it a little bit longer when we refresh real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, did I not hit? Why isn't that going? There it goes. Okay. I was a little confused there. Then I'm also going to bring the scanner back up because it's in the wrong spot. My power went out this morning, but there you go. Now you can see it even put a little ... there because we added it. It just requires a refresh of the platform in order for it to get going. So let's put that back up. Okay, so we got the scanner. And on to the trades. So as you can see, VXRT, kind of a crapper because it ended up working. It was like, why couldn't it do this before trying to go high day one last time? But yeah, here into the trades, VXRT liked it right off the bell. Kind of felt pretty toppy here. Again, if you scroll in, we were right, and it did come down to 783 after our entry. Let's see if it blurs it out here. It does. Cool. At 789, but then it decided to keep going through 8. We got a nice little add there, and then again, we were looking to get into some other trades, wasn't really paying attention. David actually told me that this happened really fast, and there was probably no way to get out manually if you didn't have orders in anyway. Down there at the 786 level, which was previous resistance, it was obviously below our average, which was actually right at $8. And unfortunately, it just consolidated up above our average the entire rest of the time, so it gave us a pretty clear cut spot. And we had our cut right here at high of day, which happened to be 825, and we ended up getting some slippage there. We ended up with 7-cent slippage, or actually we had an 826, so it was 6-cent slippage. But it's part of the game. As you can see, it didn't quite get us to our max loss, but there was really no reason to put it at max loss here because it was at 838 was the max of the full 1R, because again, look at the setup. Everyone's looking at this as like a bull flag type setup. It's making higher lows, has a pretty clear top. So the odds are when that broke, it was going to give us a nice push probably up to that 850 area. And that's pretty much what it did. It ended up getting to 843 and reversing. So a little unfortunate of a trade there. Could have worked. Could have got out at least half our position on this move if maybe we had an order out, which I'm actually going to insert that move right here. Yeah, dude, I tried to get in over 50, but I hit it, and I guess my order was still above where it was currently on the bid. Kind of screwed me there. That would have been real nice. I it tried putting me in at 59 because when I hit my button, it was up near high of day, and so when it was coming down, I hit the button, but it was at 59, and the current bid was at like 52 or something, so I didn't get filled. Pretty pissy about it. And as you can see, that did happen pretty fast, and it is what it is. So on to our next trade, which was it FSLY? Yep, it was FSLY. We entered this one pretty much right at the top. I remember we put our order out here at 132.12. I believe, what was our entry here on FSLY? It was 134.12. So that's why we put it out there, because that would have gave us the exact 10 spot if it got down there. And it just missed us. 132.50 is where it got. Couldn't give us that one last little push to come down, and it ended up going right back up, and we stopped out at high of day. And as you can see, it was a good stop. It decided to keep going, but again, ultimately would have ended up working out. So kind of the same thing as VXRT, just a little bit more common to what we would see. Then we moved over to NVAX. NVAX was a good trade. We had a nice pop on NVAX, previous resistance all the way down here. Put our take profit. Couldn't have played this one any better. Pretty much 50%. It gave us exactly our 10 ball right there at the 50% line. And it actually popped right back up after we got out. And then it did end up giving us a little bit more, but ultimately ended up going back to high of day. So pretty good cover there. Then over to mRNA was our next trade. And this one again, this one was really spready. We actually tried to get in over 81, but we missed it because when we hit the button, the bid was actually below 81, or it was above 81. And when I felt like it was the top, I hit it and the bid was below 81, but the ask was still up at high of day. And I was like, oh, okay. So I actually gave it a second to see what it wanted to do, and we ended up getting it in at 68 once I realized that it just didn't seem like it wanted to go back higher, and it ended up being a pretty good call. And this one, to get our 10 spot, we had to let this one work a little bit more. And thankfully, when we got this breakdown here, I was like, all right, let's see what it does at VWAP, and it just flushed right through. And I pretty much waited until there was any signs of it kind of stopping. It got through 78.50. It looked like it wanted to stop at 78.50, but then it didn't. And I think we actually ended up getting, it was 78.46 ended up being our cover there. So pretty good cover. As you can see, it did end up popping up, but again, it eventually just kind of is doing the bouncy ball effect here on mRNA. And then there was one last trade, which was a very boring trade on LVS. Now, this was popping up off the bottom as we scroll out here, but I had a pretty nice resistance line from yesterday's lows there at 45.90. This thing pretty much made a V-shaped recovery from the drop-off at the bell, and I was just looking for that to be a pretty key area. So we jumped in. I tried to go higher once here. Once I realized on this candle here that it wasn't, I was looking to add, looking for it to come back down and test that 45.50 area and hopefully maybe give us a little bit more of a pullback back down towards VWAP. But it just didn't want to do it. It kept getting bought up. As you can see, it tried here, got to 54, got bought back up, and then it tried again. It actually never got through. It got down to 45.50. The bid went through, but I guess there was no prints down below 45.50. And once I realized that it just did not want to go through 50, that's actually when we took half off. I put the other half at break even, and as you can see, it ended up hitting, and it's been consolidating up there ever since. So kind of a frustrating trade there on LVS. Was really looking for this to come back down further, but we played it well. We ended up with a green trade there. It could have easily have been a stop out for like a smaller loss. It wouldn't have been a big loss, but all said and done, you add this all together, it comes out to minus 382. So really a break-even day. Kind of frustrating, but what can you do? That's all I got for you. Like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate the support. If you do have any questions or comments, I'll leave those down below. And hopefully, as I said yesterday, I'll say it again today. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day, and I'll see you then. Peace.